All that short, homie.
Okay.
They've been playing all them games for the longest. Niggas hiding and ducking. The agent testified that Demetrius Flannery was aware of the deal, and that Demetrius had one request, and that his name does not appear in any documents. This was Special Agent Keith Cromer's testimony. CS1 testified, Tammy Collins, that Demetrius Flannery was aware. She signed up to be a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. She had the courtroom clear it out. If you go on Pacer, pull my docket sheet, you'll see where CS1 requested that the courtroom be closed.
Got you. Let me ask.
You already know the vibe. We back with another one. Listen, man, Big Meech breaks his silence. He talks snitching rumors. All right. I know a lot of people, it's the way he went about it. You're going to see what I'm talking about. But listen, the beef with 50 Cent over Rick Ross, man, this is what we want to understand. A lot of people want to understand. This is my question to y'all. Did Big Meech play himself and Lil Meech by siding with Rick Ross over 50 Cent? That's just my question to y'all. Salute to everybody. Make sure y'all dropping likes. Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel. Let's get into this, man. Forgotten Kings, most definitely we're going to go into MREC and Forgotten Kings because they're going to break it down. And we all going to break it down together. If you don't know the whole situation with Big Meech, so, you know what I mean? He was put into a snitching situation that they say he snitched. Third-party situation. Tammy Collins is the one that put him all in the paperwork. I've covered that whole case, the whole situation. Cuffy Gatlins is serving a 27-year sentence at the moment. Right now, he's probably 13 years into his sentence, and that was Cuffy Gatlin's voice speaking in the beginning of the video because that's what he felt about Big Meech. A lot of people were saying that Big Meech snitched. You can't just say that Big Meech snitched because you don't see it because it's not him. It's a third-party cooperation. But tell me what y'all think about that situation, you know what I mean? Because it's still on the internet and people still buzzing about it. Let's get into this, though.
Make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate y'all and the support we've been getting. MREC, you know what I mean? He's been holding things down on MREC TV for many, many years. So
on the table, out in the world, like people got to go back. Opportunity is there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much money on the table out in the world. Like people got to go back 20, 30 years ago, and it wasn't as many superstars, athletes or entertainers as it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Or as many entrepreneurs, as it is right now with the internet.
The information is everywhere, man.
It's everywhere. Yeah. So like the internet is a gift and a curse. Yeah, you gotta, the only bad thing about the internet is every fucking body got an opinion. So this is why the young people, their stomachs got to be strong. You got to be able to accept somebody saying anything about you, because any person got to. The dude can be out there in Africa in the fucking safari, and he can get on the fucking computer and give you a negative comment. These people's opinions don't count. A person on a farm somewhere, opinion don't count for real. You got 100 comments. 90 of them good, 10 of them bad, but you let them 10 bad ones get to you. See what I'm saying? That's part of being weak-minded or having a weak stomach because you come up in this era. My era, I don't give a damn what you think. I'm pushing forward. I'm pushing forward. I'm not going to stay stagnated or go low because of what you think about me, or you feel my hair wasn't right, or I'm dressing too young. Like it's somebody else that just said my outfit looked great. They can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Then you got you saying, well, he needs to throw some older, Then I got a picture with Air Force Ones. They ain't up to your standard. I got a picture with the Louis Vuitton shoes on. Why he put them on? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. You got to gravitate towards the.
You got to do what works for you. You can't please it. You can't spend time trying to please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. That's an impossible feat to accomplish. You can't make everybody happy. You got to make you happy and be concerned with the people that love you and love what you do. That's right. You see what I'm saying? That's how you win. All that taking time out to deal with the negativity, man, you'll lose everything. You'll lose yourself included.
That's right.
Because you're sitting up here worried about what's a negative ass comment. Free.
We hear him speaking about internet. We hear him speaking about the young people. You know what I mean? He was on an internet attack. He was under attack by the internet. Most definitely a few months ago, Big Meech's whole reputation, his whole livelihood was under attack. And it's still under attack. He's not out of the water. He's not out of the water. We watched Tammy Cowens come out to say that she's going to blow up Big Meech and she plans on doing this. You know what I'm saying? I had all the videos on my channel where I explained a lot of these things, like I said, with Cuffy Gatlins. You know what I mean? I'll play another clip for you from Cuffy to say what he feels about the situation, because he feels that Big Meech had rolled on him. This is what he feels. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I read a lot of the paperwork and it doesn't say Big Meech said it. But this is what it does say. I'll tell you exactly what the paperwork says. What the paperwork says is this. This is what Tammy said, right? It says, the feds say Demetrius Flannery and Suarez, or whatever, the Spanish dude, right, that he met in prison, was to set up 1,000-kilogram shipment in a van or something like that to Cuffy Gatlins, and it was supposed to be set up through Tammy. This is what Tammy went and told the feds. She told the people that. She wrote 2 or 3 affidavits, okay? The first initial affidavit that Tammy wrote is how they end up getting the wiretap on Cuffy phone and all that. That's how they got his phone. His phone became target telephone number 1. They got the surveillance, they got the trash pulls, they got all that stuff, right? Now, they write out everything. They say, listen, she came to us. This is what the feds say. The feds say, look, we chilling in Atlanta, wherever we at, we chilling, because they was in Atlanta. They said she came to them and told them about a drug distribution that was set to happen through Demetrius Flannery. I forget the Spanish dude. Now I'm just calling Suarez, man. Whatever. I think his name is Suarez, though. Suarez, the Spanish dude that Big Meech met while he was serving time. You see what I'm saying? Now, she comes back now. Everything comes out. At one point in the case, her information gets leaked as well. Tammy Cowens, she's with 50 Cent doing the Big Meech show, the TV show. That's her. At one point during the case, her information gets leaked, right? She's in fear for her life, all kinds of things like that, right? Cuffy Gatlin's on trial for his life. There's a leading agent. Listen to me. I'm going to ask y'all a question, because this is the real intricacies of this case, all right? Big Meech was locked up by a federal agent, all right? A top agent. He ended up retiring, right? He's an old guy. He was like how Russell Crowe in American Gangster was on that nigga body all day, like on Frank Lucas bumper. Niggas, you know, the other cops be like, ain't nothing there, man. What you looking for over there? Ain't nothing. But he just got you already know. He one of them types. Boom. He's the one that locked up Big Meech. He was after Big Meech for years and years and years and years, but he ended up catching Big Meech, right? Frank. He ended up catching Big Meech. Boom. Now he's about to retire, but before he retires, listen to me. Big Meech is already locked up now. He got 30 years. He's locked up. He's done. Boom. Tammy Cowens was dealing with Da Vinci, with Blue Da Vinci. She was Blue Da Vinci shorty, right? She ended up linking with Meech through pen pal, through messages, through writing them, or whatever the case may be. Through somehow, some way, I don't know what the hell happened. She ended up getting life rights, of ownership of his life rights to buy or sell, and all kind of things like that. Cuffy Gatlin steps in because I guess Meech wants him to help to push a movie. They're trying to push a movie out there. Cuffy Gatlin say he put $250,000 into this movie, and this is part of the reason why Tammy set him up. This is what Cuffy says, right? So Cuffy got friends. One friend that Cuffy got is Louis Burrell. Louis Burrell is MC Hammer's brother. You know what I'm saying? He don't deal with the music shit like that, but he do fuck with the music though. But he more like a big wig type. He deal with like Hollywood film and all type of stuff like that too. He got connections. Universal Studio, whatever studio, big, you know what I mean? Lionsgate. They was dealing with Lionsgate. That's what they was dealing with. He got connection to Lionsgate and all of that stuff. Boom, boom, boom. So they running around LA shopping the deal for the movie, for Big Meech's movie. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of why Cuffy says, of why Tammy flipped on him. Regardless of the fact we know Tammy flipped on him, but he's also trying to say that Big Meech rolled on him. See what I'm saying? He got a bunch of reasons why. I could play his own voice and he'll tell you for his own self of why he thinks what he thinks. You know what I'm saying? I think the case should have been kind of thrown, at least parts of it, because he got caught into a layered sting, Cuffy Gatlin. The first initial thing is through Tammy Cowens, right? She sets him up, boom. She goes to the feds and she lines him up, boom. Cuffy says he was on the phone with her one day. The agent, Keith Chroma, all right, cool, I got to bring you back, boom. The top agent who locked up Cuffy, who locked up Big Meech, he ends up retiring, right? But before he retires, right, Big Meech is in jail. Tammy goes to him and asks to work with him, right? How's he doing? He goes and asks to work with the guy, right? She wants to get her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend or something like that locked up. The guy name is Terry White, right? Terry White is like a young nigga, like 20-something, 27 or something. He living like Batman, got the crib, the big crib. He got all kinds of Benzes, cars, all types of shit. He got a fucking suite in the Four Seasons, and it was listed in the paperwork, in the Fed work, in his paperwork when he got locked up, that he was trapping out the Four Seasons. He was jugging. The way they wrote it in the paperwork is he was jugging out the Four Seasons. The shit was like a $350,000 suite that he had. Because, you know, you like a penthouse. You got to buy it like that. It's like a suite. You don't rent the shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So this to go to show you what type of dude Terry was. But Terry ended up ratting on a couple of things. He ratted in like 2 situations. So he ain't just owning for Terry, because Terry ended up ratting in some own situations. But he ended up getting lined by Tammy. He thinking Tammy still rock with him. By the time he even figured out, nigga, that Tammy done rolled on him. Tammy rolled on him by spring. She went up to the feds and then lined him. By the time he figured out, it was down near June, summer, July. By the time he figured out that he was already got. You see what I'm saying? He had hours of phone calls, not messages, phone calls. That's how Tammy set him up. Tammy just was recording them on phone calls. Like, she got in the car one day, she told them, she's like, yo, follow me to go check Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? So they drove to go check Big Meech and shit. And while they was in the car, she ended up starting up the conversation while recording him. Feel me? She ended up recording the nigga and giving it to the top federal agent dude. Boom, here, hold this. You know what I'm saying? But she got him to talk about like some credit card. I guess he did some money laundering credit card shit in her name or some shit. So she just got him to kind of like confess about it in the car while they was driving to go check Big Meech on a visit. Boom, she went to go visit Big Meech. Tell me why, though. She had the nigga on the phone talking for hours and hours. They had hours of conversation the feds had of Terry White. Him talking to her like, yo, man, you know that big sting that went down in Macon, Georgia? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was all me. You know what I'm saying? That was my trees and all this shit. He bragging about shit, how he still had spending money from the 80s and all types of shit. By the time he hitting trial, he like, nah, I was just bragging and boasting and all that shit. They're like, nah, nigga, you wasn't bragging and boasting. You was telling the truth. Stop running. Whatever. I think Terry got like 11 years, whatever the case may be. But I'm just going to show you. At that time, Tammy was working for free. All right. She was just a cooperating individual. That's it. Right. She wasn't a confidential informant. She wasn't a confidential informant. She was a cooperating individual at the time. Cooperating individuals is the person that's just coming to tell on you. She wasn't even getting paid. Okay. So she told on Terry, locked them up, did all of this, and she was not getting paid a cent. You have to be a confidential informant to get paid by the feds, but you get paid by whatever you help them to go towards their case, right? Whatever they seize from the person, they'll give you a percentage. You get a percentage of whatever they seize from the people. You see what I'm saying? Boom. So Tammy's working with the guy, the top agent. She's trying to lock up Terry. She ends up locking him up. Boom. They lock him up. They snatch everything. Cars. He had big Batman cribs, all types of shit. Nah. So by the time they snatched everything, remember, she wasn't supposed to get paid nothing. But the top agent dude was like, you know what? Since you were so vital to the case and intricate to the case, I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm putting for a reward for you. You know what I mean? That you can get part of it. She ended up getting $55,000 just for her cooperation on that. Right? Because they said that her evidence was so vital to the case. Boom. Covey Gatlin says she got about 250 for rolling on him. Okay. And she got the script too. See, she went and flipped the script and went over there because it was supposed to be a movie deal. I guess Cuffy Gatlin was in combatants with 50 with lawyers and shit to say, yo, because he had parts in the movie. Remember, he was spending money, him and Louis Burrell, MC Hammer, brother, running around, all types of shit. Remember? So I guess while he was in prison, before this was a show, before this was a series, it was a legal battle going on from behind the scenes because they was trying to push a movie out at first. That's what Tammy was doing. Remember, the whole script was supposed to be a movie. So they already had a script. They had the script already. Feel me? Then Tammy went to 50 and she ended up doing that with the script, whatever the case may be. So I'm just fast forwarding you because this is the part where we got to get to now. Okay, because Big Meech is not out the water. And that's why I left you off and try to just, you know what I mean, bring your mind. But she ended up fucking the top. She ended all right, cool. That agent ended up retiring. And when he retired, Keith Cromer is a black agent. That's a white guy. He's a black agent, leading agent. He took over the field. He took over everything, over the agency, right? Boom. He gave her, because that was his source. Tammy was his source, the top white dude that locked up Big Meech from the beginning. That was his source. I don't know why she's working with this guy when this is the guy that locked up Big Meech already. So how are you working to lock up your boyfriend right now with the guy that locked up Big Meech and followed Big Meech for his whole goddamn life until he got 30 years? It's crazy. That's weird as hell. Anyway, Tammy does it. Right? So the dude say, yo, so the top agent dude say, you know what I mean? Look, man, I'm about to retire or whatever the case. Oh, white guy. He's like, yo, I'm about to retire. So look, this one of my sources, man. She's a good source. You could utilize her. You know what I'm saying? So just contact her. You keep it out. So he made the connection with Keith Cromer, the black dude, and Tammy. So now Keith tell Tammy, like, yo, listen, yo, I want you on board, man. You know what I'm saying? You should be on board. You know what I mean? She's like, what? Am I gonna get paid or something? Remember, she wasn't getting paid for that, but she ended up getting 55,000 because they just blessed her. So she like, am I gonna get paid? So he like, yeah, you're gonna get paid, especially if you give some real fucking evidence, you could get paid. She's like, yeah, you could get some money. All right, cool, that's cool. So then she asked Keith Cromer, she's like, yo, so if I help you, can all my whatever I'm doing to help you get Big Meech, Demetrius Flannery, a time cut? So Keith Cromer tells her, we can work on that. So he don't tell her yes, he don't tell her no. He just tell her we can work on that. Cool. So now they working on the whole case. Boom, trying to line up Cuffy. So like 5 months into the case, her and Keith Cromer end up fucking. So now they fucking for months and all types of shit. Keith maintains that he never clipped it. Lies. This nigga was spinning in the rain allegedly, like Ray J talking about one wish. You know what I'm saying? Her homegirl talking about, I seen his Fed car by her house. Yo, bro, she was driving his Fed vehicle, all kinds of shit, son. The nigga Keith was ass backwards, bro. Come on, bro. He ain't clapping it. She driving Fed vehicles, all types of shit. He was going to hotel rooms, all types of shit, bro. That nigga was wild. Anyway. So this is why Cuffy Gatlin was trying to kind of get the case thrown, and he had a Franks hearing, because not only is because remember, her evidence is the top evidence. She's the one who came to them and told them about some distribution deal between the Spanish nigga and Meech and all of this other shit. She's the Cuffy and all of she's the one that did all of this. She did this. See what I'm saying? She comes and does all of this, bro. And she's trying to flip the switch. Then she's the top. She's CS1. She's confidential source number 1. So she's the main source of information. There's other CS, like a CS2. There's another woman or something that they end up using and sending that Cuffy in another way. And that's how I think they end up lining them with some agents that hit them with a reverse DEA sting. That was later in time. So they was just trying to line them. And they was setting them up. And then they set them up with some other shit to, yo, come to Memphis and you could come and get some work from us and we're going to give you a car and all of that. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a stash box compartment in the car and all of that for you. You know what I'm saying? So he sent his 2 mans out there to go get the V. Fed swooped them up, bagged them, all type of shit. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time, Cuffy was dealing with an agent. You know what I'm saying? But he never knew that this dude was an agent. He thought that the dude worked for the cartels. So now the agent dude is like this. Yo, look, bro. Yo, you know your man just got back. Remember, he's the agent. He's lined Cuffy up. He told him Timothy Rush, and the next nigga just went to go get the work. That's the nigga. Lorenzo Gibbs and Timothy Rush. That's both his man's name. They went to go get the work. Boom. They got booked. So, you know, they hitting like, yo, son, niggas got bagged, boom, 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 whatever the case may be. So he like, yo, so Cuffy hit the agent nigga like, yo, look, son, you ain't got to worry about shit, son. Them niggas can hold water, son. Trust me, them niggas is tried and tested. They been through mad shit. You ain't got to worry about them telling, but he don't know this is an agent he's talking to the whole time. He think this is a regular street nigga type nigga working with the cartel type shit. Boom. Right? So he like, yo, what's up, yo? So he like, yo, son, yo, bro, first of all, he owed, I think, 110,000 because it was 2 keys, I think, at H. It was 2 keys at H, and I think it was 55,000 each or some shit like that, right? So he owed 110,000 just based on the work alone. But then at the whole time, they said, look, we're going to give you a car, right? Remember, that was their car. She said, we're going to give you a car. The car got the safety, the compartment in it, right? We're going to give you that. Remember, it's a $60,000 Escalade. So now they like, yo, bro, that's 170K you owe niggas right now. This is what the agent is telling Cuffy. So Cuffy like, nah, son, you bugging. So look, bro, just give me some more work, whatever the case may be. So they end up giving the nigga like 10 birds, 5 more birds on top of that and all of that, right? And this is how he ended up getting caught up in the bigger conspiracy. But besides anything else with Tammy and her fucking the agent, which was that shit should have been thrown, but he still got caught up in all of that. But then they also hit him with another layer on top of that was a reverse DEA sting. But guess what? This is the craziest thing how the feds work now. Look. I never seen none of the work. None of the work, bro. You see what I'm saying? Just me agreeing to it, just you agreeing to the transaction and saying that you're gonna do it is the deal. You saying that you come to get the work. You went and picked up the car, you got the work. There was no drugs. It's sham, it's sham cocaine. So there's no drugs. But yet they got tried for real drugs. Because look now, they said, boom, they're gonna give you 10 birds. You're gonna have to work that off, bomb, right? But then they was doing another sting with some other niggas down the road or some shit. So they had 5 more birds. So they said, you know what, Cuffy, we're going to throw you the next 5 birds too. So that's 15 birds. They just stung him. So he feel forced. So now he in his case like, yo, bro, first of all, I feel like I was forced into taking them extra bricks. Because look, yeah, they had me caught with the first brick shit. They had me lying, man. I sent my mans to Memphis. They went to go get the work. Them 2 niggas got back. So they got him with that. They did that. He did that. But he didn't have to get no more work from these niggas because he thought that they was from the cartels. So that's why he like, yo, give me that next work. Give me the next work. Boom. So they put the 10 and the 15. So boom. So remember, there's no drugs, right? He didn't see no drugs. Timothy Rush and Lorenzo Gibb, none of them niggas see no rush, right? Now, no drugs, right? But when they get charged with the 15 bricks now, how they feds do it now is they transfer, because you know cocaine weight is 1,000 kilogram, whatever, right? But they charge it like weed weight. So they'll divide it by like 500 kilo, whatever the fuck, right? So now he's getting tried for, instead of 15 fake bricks, you're getting charged for 5 real bricks now because they've converted the illusion bricks that you said you was going to do. Remember, this is a deal. It's a conspiracy. You just said you're going to do it. You confirmed it. 10 bricks. There you go. Got a 10 brick charge. That's it. You confirmed it. You don't have to sell a drug, bro. It's a conspiracy. So Cuffy got caught up into the 15 brick, basically, the couple of H bricks and the other cocaine bricks, the 10 bricks, 15 bricks of cocaine, whatever, right? They converted into 5 real bricks. So now he got 5 bird charges, but he never saw no work, and it's all ghost drugs. It's no drugs. Boom. Besides that now, so this is where Tammy also tied and fucked up Cuffy. This is what she also fucked him up. Because when Cuffy's phone became target telephone number 1, they ended up listening and finding out somehow, some way that him, Andre Rush, Timothy Rush, Lorenzo Gibbs, that's his squad, plus another dude named E or some shit that was with them. But his main dude was Timothy Rush, and Andre Rush was 2 brothers. Feel me? And Lorenzo Gibbs was his next man. Boom. So they ended up finding out that they had unalived 2 other dudes that was fucking with them that was supposed to maybe be cooperating on the case. See what I'm saying? So they unalived the 2 of them. Boom. Theodis Howard and Terrence Morgan. Theodis Howard and Terrence Morgan got unalived. Boom. They unalived them separate. One dude got unalived when he was going to like a he was walking with his kids, his family or some shit. His sisters, kids, his family or some shit. And he was going to like the clinic and they clipped him right outside and shit. Boom. But when the paperwork, remember, Cuffy Gatlin pleaded guilty to all of this. So when it pleaded guilty to all of this, what happened was Andre Rush was a straight clipper, son. It was wild, son. Boom. Right? They said that Andre Rush said that they put Cuffy Gatlin, they all drove to the place where they was going to do it. They waited for him to come there, right? But Andre Rush in them positioned, because Cuffy was in the car, but they positioned the car in such a way that Cuffy could see everything that's going to happen when it happens. Feel me? So he was there the whole time, though, they say. You know what I'm saying? So when they jumped out on him, he was in front of, he was with his kid, like his sister and them, and they clipped him, unalived him right there, whatever the case may be. So the 2 people got clipped, Theodis Morgan and Theodis Howard and Terrence Morgan got clipped. So now Andre Rush and them confessed to whatever he doing, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So this is how it goes. He confessed to his, remember, he caught the unaliving. Andre Rush was a sicko. He was wild with it. Boom. He confessed to it, I guess, in some way, whatever I guess it got to him, whatever he confessed to it, however, what the fuck happened. When he confessed to it, remember, Cuffy Gatlin didn't have no gun there. I think he had a gun. I think they said he had a grips on him, though. In the car, I think he had a grip. But remember, they ain't catch you with no grip. So what the hell's the problem, right? They ain't find no grip on me. No. He also got charged with a grip charge. They gave him a federal gun charge. What is a 924C, a 924J? Yeah, I think a 924J or some shit like that. They gave him a so that's the a weapons possession in furtherance of a drug distribution or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So that's the weapons possession with the drug shit. So you don't have to just listen, if I get caught up in a distribution deal and all this shit and I got the weapon on me, I don't got to pull it and bust it or nothing. I got the gun. The gun is used to protect this and this and that, just in case this and this and that. So me possessing the weapon alone is a 924C or it's going to be a 924J. Point blank period. You see what I'm saying? Depend on how they want to charge the weapon charge. So now Cuffy had the weapons charges. He had the work charges. Based on the gun charge alone, the weapons charge is I think it's a mandatory 10. A 924J is a mandatory 10, but I don't think you could get life. So they can't max you out and give you life, but it's a minimum of 10. So one charge is a minimum of 10. I think that's the blicky thing. They didn't collapse a couple of the other cases into one, whatever the case may be. Listen, bro, I read this whole case. And this is what this shit is about, bro. But so now I gotta bring y'all minds back. Let's go show you. I haven't even read this paper. Look, son. Part of it, bro. This is real work, bro. When you go on my look, son. Y'all go on my channel, bro. This is real shit. Niggas don't fuck with me, bro. A lot of niggas got the sauce from me. You might watch them on YouTube. Like, he remind me of Uda. Exactly, bro. Stop. Look. Cuffy Gatlin, whole case. This ain't even the whole case. This is part of it. I done read thousands of pages of this case. This Big Meech shit. Because I was like, damn, Big Meech snitch, bro. Get the hell out of here, bro. I don't want to believe this shit. And, you know what I mean? You can't say that Big Meech snitch is just a bunch of weird situations and coincidences. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of coincidences. And Cuffy could feel that way because even in Cuffy Gatlin paperwork in this, I could bring you to a page right now and read it to you. Even in this paperwork right here, when it starts, when they go through the first beginning, the memorandum and the shit start, they mention Demetrius Fleming before they even mention him. And this is his case. Bro, they mentioned him like 3 times. Meech. Before they mentioned Cuffy in his own paperwork. I'm like, why is they mentioning this nigga and his shit before me? If this is my case, bro, and I'm reading my case, bro, and they mentioning this nigga as the nigga that set the whole shit up. They said Demetrius Flannery and dude Suarez, whatever the Spanish dude name is again. I remember my brain is off. Let me look. Yeah, man. Any page gonna tell me. Suarez, I think his name was. Anyway, right? Set up the deal to give Cuffy the 1,000 key shipment or whatever in St. Louis or whatever the case. Then they got the telephone analysis with the pinging going back from the Spanish nigga and Cuffy and all of this. And Tammy to link them together and all this other shit. And he's messaging, come on. Yo, I got the bricks up there. They did. They got all of it. They got all the messages, all the shit, son. You know what I'm saying? But in the very beginning of the shit, it says Demetrius Flannery and Suarez. So what the fuck? Cuffy ain't had shit to do that. He's like, and they plant this whole shit, and he ain't even get the bricks. You see what I'm saying? He ain't even get the bricks. So for him to do the bricks at the time is what I'm saying. But he ended up getting some work though, and then they said that Cuffy ended up, I think, snaking this Spanish nigga for the bricks. That's what they say. I don't know if he really did that or what happened, but that's what they say. They say that I think he ain't paid a Spanish nigga or some shit like that. Supposedly. But so now this brings me here now, okay, in closing of this video now. I just had to bring back people's minds. People don't understand what's going on with this case. You can check my channel. Just go on my channel, the Big Meech shit. It's all on my channel. You can read all. You can see all of it. I had the video in here too. It's not here though, bro. I deleted it, bro. I don't know why. If this ain't it, right? Nah. But yeah, you can see it. That means this. Tammy Cowan's ass, that's her. But yo, Tammy now says that she made a video. I could bring it up on YouTube. I could find it. I could find it on my channel too, probably. When Tammy Cowens came out and said that she's gonna blow up Meech, and so that he's the one that told her the whole time. Remember, because I'm wondering, why did she ever go link with the agent that locked Big Meech up to go lock up her ex-boyfriend, nigga. You could go with any agent. Why you got to go with this nigga? Why? That shit is like mad foul, bro, right? This nigga locked you up. You going to go with this nigga of all people? I mean, I was wondering why. But she says in a recorded message that she played, and I can play it for you right now, and she says that Big Meech is the one that told her to get in contact with him. So this is where it leads to say, you know, she's a proxy, and Big Meech had her to work off whatever debts so that that could go towards a time. But she maybe was in love with Meech. Maybe she could have been doing this because she wanted Meech this whole time. Some people say when Meech came home, she wanted Meech still. You know what I'm saying? But I heard Meech ain't want her. This is what they saying. This is allegedly. Meech ain't want her, supposedly. Feel me? Meech a fool. I'd have went back with her over there to go get my shit, my life rights. But anyway, that's something else. But Meech ain't want her, supposedly, and she flipped the lid, and then she went and did this message, supposedly, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But if I was Meech, you know you got a wife and she loves you, your girl or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But she gonna have to sit the fuck down for a minute because this bitch got my life rights. Hold the fuck on, okay? I'm going home and I'm giving her the 30-year dick. And she's giving me my life rights back. And then I'm going back to my wife, and I don't give a fuck if she's mad about this. You can be mad if you want to. I need my life rights back. Okay? Period. Sign them shits over. Okay? And when you hit it with the 30-year dick, that'll make a bitch sign some shit over. That bitch will sign a life over, nigga. Fuck, I've not had sex for 30 years. Bitch, sign it over. Put up with the fucking Camp Crystal Lake dick. What are you talking about? Boys. Talking about. Let's be real. But Big Meech chose the latter of the options. I'm saying he didn't fuck with her. I heard he was like, I don't know if they were saying like he thought she was whack or some shit. I don't know. But Tammy used to be a little looker back in her little day, though. You know what I'm saying? She used to be a little looker back in her little day. Just how she strung all these niggas along. You know what I'm saying? So she used to be her little looker back in the day, whatever the case may be. But she came out to say that she's gonna expose Meech, though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that's gonna go. But yeah, man. Let me see. Tammy Cowens. Yep. She damn sure said she's gonna expose Meech. So that's what I've been seeing, like waiting to see, like, what is she gonna do? Is she really gonna expose Meech like she's saying she is? Is she just fucking capping? Like, what's going on?